just said you can ask me a question.
What's the point?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You are Brittany Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Please say yes or no.
Yes.
And Ms. Davis, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25, DCCR 1450. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from May 19th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
It's been worked out.
What's been worked out?
I had to reveal my details with you as far as how I'm gonna proceed, because I don't know if I think I'm gonna represent myself. Or I'm gonna have my lawyer do it.
Okay, well, that's two very different things.
Yeah, I'm everywhere with it right now.
What?
I'm everywhere with it right now.
Are you? So if I test you today, you can have anything in your system?
Of course.
Have a seat in the jury box. Yeah. Happy New Year. Ma'am, you need to not say a single word while you're sitting over there. It's just going to make things. Listen to me.
Why you testing me?
Because I have that right to test anybody that walks into court, and I feel like with your behavior, I need to do that. So I need you to sit there. Your bond can be raised just for being disrespectful in court. So my suggestion is you don't say another word until we get the drug test, and then we'll see what we do from there. Ms. Davis, when's the last time you smoked marijuana?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
I waiting to get my medicine.
What does smoking marijuana have to do with getting your medicine?
Well, I mean, I self-medicated myself because I don't have any medicine. So I was smoking to keep me like...
What medicine do you need?
Adderall, Buzzprone, and Promax.
What doctor are you going to?
Dr. N.
Spell it?
N?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
You don't know how to spell it?
No, I don't.
Where is he?
He's on Baptist.
He's at Baptist Hospital? Or
He's on the side by Baptist Hospital. Dr. N. Like Dr. Kinagani. He's not too far from Dr. Kinagani.
Okay.
But he a new doctor. I was going to Dr. Kinagani at first.
Okay. When's the last time you saw Dr. Ian?
I see Dr. N today at 2.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Davis. Couple of things. One, I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks instead of 30 days. I'm going to order that you wear a drug patch. You have 24 hours to go get a drug patch on. Your bondsman can tell you where to get that. So between today and tomorrow, you got to have a drug patch on your arm. You get them changed every 2 weeks. I'm going to assume that this first one is probably still going to be positive for marijuana. But the drug patch gives me quantities, not just positive or negative. So it's going to show me that it's either going up or down or staying the same. If it's not going down every 2 weeks, the amount in your system, then I'm going to assume you're still using, and you're going to have your bond raised, and there'll be a warrant for your arrest, and you'll go back to jail. You understand?
I have a question. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sure.
I can ask you a question.
I just said you can ask me a question.
What's the point of the drug patch if I admitted that I was smoking and it's like I told you I'm without medicine, I'm disabled. So it's like...
So here's the thing. There are many people who have issues that don't use marijuana to self-medicate. So I'm ordering that you can't do that. And for me to be comfortable with you being out in the community, I'm going to make that a condition of your bond. It's a violation of the law to self-medicate with marijuana.
Okay.
So that's why I'm doing it, because it's illegal.
Okay.
And you made that choice to smoke marijuana while you had a felony pending.
Did.
Okay, so...
I haven't been prosecuted.
You're being prosecuted right now. You haven't been found guilty, but you're charged with a felony.
Right.
And so you're on a bond, which means a bond is for certain things. It's to make sure that you show up to court. It's also to make sure that you and the community are safe and you're not violating the laws of the state of Texas, which you have done already while you're on bond. Typically, if somebody violates the laws while they're on bond, their bond is raised immediately and they go to jail. I'm not doing that today, but I am ordering that you have the drug patch. If I don't have proof that you have the drug patch, by tomorrow, there will be a warrant for your arrest. If I get a result from the drug patch, again, and it's higher or the same, there will be a warrant for your arrest. You cannot use any illegal substance. In addition to that, a condition of your bond is that you're not allowed to use any form, legal or not, of THC. So there's no trying to go get something that's going to still test positive, but it's legal in Delta 8 or 9 or all the things that whatever's out there. So you can't use anything that's going to test positive for it. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? I need you to answer yes or no so it's on the record.
Yes.
Thank you. So in the meantime, also, you need to try to hire a lawyer. And so your reset between now and 2 weeks, it's not a very long one, but I want to make sure you start attempting to hire a lawyer. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do, okay?
Yes.
If you're unable to hire a lawyer before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, you have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. Also, when you come back, please bring me proof of your visit with your doctor this afternoon, okay? So get something from your doctor from today's date when you come back so that I know that you're actually going,
It
okay?
depends on how much they're gonna charge me for I don't have Medicaid, so.
But you have an appointment?
Yeah, I
Okay.
made the appointment, but I'm saying I don't have insurance, so
Okay.
I don't know what the charge is gonna be. Like, this is my first time going through it.
Perfect. That's fine. I understand that. But just to get something that says you
Okay.
were there. Okay? So if it doesn't work out and you can't see them, there are some other places you can go if you need something to get the help you need. If you talk to your bondsman, if you want to talk after court, somebody can let you know some other resources. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Step in front of the clerk. She's going to give you your reset notice.
It's actually going to be 3 weeks because of
Okay.
payday.
Good morning. You're Charles Newman.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 0545. Mr. Newman was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report?
Yes, sir. We have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not with this. The only addition, Judge, is after speaking with the complaining witness, we would request $1,653.75 in restitution.
We are not opposed to that.
1,653,
And 75 cents.
75. Mr. Newman, if I test you this morning, you going to have anything in your system? Let's double check that first. Have a seat in the jury box. Okay. Anyway, we're back on the record. Excuse me, cause number 25, DCCR 0545, and Mr. Newman's here for sentencing. Mr. Newman tested positive for THC, which obviously gives me some concern.
Which, just to briefly address that, he took a drug test just the other Thursday. That was for work.
No, just to make sure, like, I was doing good and everything, I passed. That's why.
Just to make sure you had everything out of your system
Right, yeah.
before you came to court?
Right, I just wanted to make sure that I was doing, like.
He had surgery a month ago.
And then I had-
Stop talking over your attorney. Let him talk.
He had surgery a month ago. He took narcotics as part of that. He's a prescription for that. But he took a drug test just to see if anything was going to show up. Nothing showed
Well,
up.
THC isn't have anything to do with
That is
a
correct.
surgery.
That is correct.
He's admitted that he uses marijuana. That's
right.
why I had him tested today. So at some point, you used marijuana, and you clearly were making sure it wasn't. If you had a prescription for narcotics, that's not what you were worried about. You were worried about testing negative or positive for marijuana because you admitted to the probation department that you use. And so stop. Take responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
You shot at a car going down the interstate because they cut you off.
Yes, ma'am.
You barely missed a person in a car because you got pissed that they cut you off. And you're going to sit here and argue to me about using marijuana? I mean, this is crazy. What you did is crazy. The deal you're getting is amazing. And I would think you would come in here absolutely clean, not hoping you're clean and testing positive the week before because you might have used something that might not be out of your system, which is where we are today. All right, anything else before I sentence Mr. Newman?
Judge, I just point out a couple of things that are in the PSI. This is a severe situation, but it's certainly out of character. Mr. Newman has never really been in trouble of any kind before. So this is definitely certainly a one-off. He's always remained employed, had good employment. He did lose his job as part of this case, but he's had surgeries recently and he has work lined up. So he is intending on, continuing to maintain the normal life that he's always held, other than this particular incident. Obviously, if marijuana use is a concern, if he can't stop using marijuana, they're going to figure it out at probation, whether that's drug testing or a patch or whatever the court decides is necessary for that. But it's not using, worse drugs that would be even more concerning considering this case. So we're just asking the court to follow the deal and impose whatever drug conditions the court deems are necessary.
Mr. Smith, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Newman, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine. You're ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $1,653.75. You will be ordered to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program, which is an intensive outpatient treatment program. Obviously, if you're using this close to court, you're going to get some treatment to make sure you're not. You will be required to wear a drug patch until further order of the court. I am also going to order that you serve 15 days up front in the Jefferson County Jail. And so you'll talk to probation today. You will go into custody. And this is just too serious of a case for me not to make sure you understand some consequences of your actions. To be coming in here for shooting at someone in a car, testing positive is just, it's not okay. And you need to understand that. So this is still an amazing opportunity. You don't have a felony conviction on your record. So if you successfully complete the probation, and Mr. Galmore's right, this is apparently seems to be very out of character, but it's so serious that it's just something's going on and we're going to get that figured out. And so if you do everything you're supposed to and you're successful on this probation, the case gets dismissed at the end. You will never be a convicted felon. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you will be brought back into court. You could be found guilty of the offense and you could go to prison for up to 20 years, anywhere between 2 and 20 years for this offense. One of the things that makes me a little more comfortable, I guess, you're very lucky that the victim of this offense, number one, didn't get hurt, and number two, is in agreement with you getting this help and being on probation and making sure you follow through. So you should be very appreciative of that. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You can go with the bailiff. Probation will talk to you in just a few minutes before they take you back. Good luck to you, sir. Did you convert